Hey guys, welcome back to Vincent GG's Super Channel G. Look how incredible these sets look. I can't wait to show you how fun it was to open, unbox, build all these Lego playsets, especially this one back here. They're just so great. We have Carnage, we have all sorts of Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Venom, Vulture, Dr. Octopus, you name it. Green Goblin, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Gwen, Aunt May, Sandman. We just have, the list goes on. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below, hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. And guys, talk to us in the comments below. Let us know where you're watching from, which of these sets you think are amazing. And so why don't we go ahead and get started right now.
Super Channel G.
Super Channel G. Alright friends, welcome back, and I can't wait to show you how incredible these 5 sets are. Unbelievably incredible. And so it starts off with, we have the SpiderMan Car Chase. This one is amazing, comes with Green Goblin, Spider-Man, and next we have Spider-Man Doc Ock Diamond Heist. This one comes with Spider-Man, a Doc Worker, and Doc Ock. That looks so awesome. And now we start getting to the really good ones. This is Spider-Man Bike Rescue. It says Carnage, Miles Morales, and Spider-Man. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? And over here, we have Spider-Man SpiderCrawler. That looks pretty sick. And this one comes with Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Man Vulture, and Sandman. And last but not least, of course, we have Spider-Mech versus Venom. Look how massive this one is, and look how great it looks. So we have Venom, Ghost Spider, aka Spider-Gwen, Aunt May, and Spider-Man. And look, we actually have Venom right here controlling this big like Venom mech, and Spider-Man here in this little Spider mech. So it's really awesome. And what do you say? Which one do you want to start with? Yeah, I thought so. Let's start with the amazing one, the biggest one first this time. Well, maybe start with the smaller ones, but this one I'm just too excited. We need to get started right away. So let's take a closer look. So as I mentioned a second ago, look at this beautiful new packaging. And so this is still, you know, from lego.com/Marvel Superheroes, but it no longer has that branding on it. It's kind of interesting. This one just says Spider-Man with this really cool, super awesome logo right here. And this one is, you know, it's got 604 pieces. Took me a little while to build, but let me tell you, boy, was it amazing. So look at the minifigures it's gonna come with, and we got a really cool action scene going on here. And this Venom mech is just so sick, and it's massive compared to this little Spider-Man mech right here. Beautiful packaging. Look at that Lego Spider-Man on the side. Of course, this is what he looks like. It's got a really cool comic book Spider-Man on the side, and that's about it for the packaging. Oh, this one has a cool little scene right here of Venom, you know, manning that Venom mech. So let's take a close look on the back. Look at this really cool dynamic action pose this Venom mech is doing. And so he's like jumping out of it, lunging at Spider-Man over here in his little like loader mech. And then we have Spider-Gwen right here, hopping off trying to save Aunt May, I guess. And she's got an ice cream cone. So that looks really awesome. And this really cool shoots out of here, so that's really cool. And then let's take a closer look. So we have all these extra web accessories, web shooting out, these like web handcuffs, and it shows right here where it opens up, so where Spider-Man can hop out, where it shoots right here, these little like spider bullet darts, and then of course Ghost Spider, Spider-Gwen right here, having shooting out right here from her hoverboard that's going on right here. So that looks so amazing. So let's go ahead and get it built, and let's show you what it looks like. And alright, so here it is. And guys, let me tell you, this is just so incredible. I can't tell you how awesome this is. So let's start off simple right here with Aunt May, right? And so look how cool she looks. Let's go ahead and bring this down so we can get some better lighting right here. Let me zoom right on in. So she comes with 2 faces, so she can just be and then freaking out. So her little like sweater outfit, so this looks pretty cool, and so it looks neat. And I don't remember if we've ever had an Aunt May, you know, Lego minifig before. But look at this ice cream. It's pretty cool. So definitely like this figure right here. Alright, now this is gonna be super awesome. So check out this really amazing Spider-Gwen. So this hood just kind of goes on top. It's got really awesome color right here. Love the way they painted this figure. Just looks super cool. Look at that. And so she has this, like shooting a web out, and then has this hoverboard that fires off right here. We've seen these in the past. They're really cool, right? But look how awesome. These flaps move up and down like this. So let me zoom out so you can get a little better idea. And so it's just a really cool minifig, and especially with this like hoverboard deal going right here. So this can come up, it can come down, and yeah, it looks really cool. So, oops, I'm dropping it everywhere. Just in case you have not seen these before, these are so super cool. All you gotta do is squeeze these, and these Legos come flying out. Watch. Boom. And it's really cool because you can just fire them at the foes, all your bad guys, knock them down, set them up, and boom. I'll give you an example right here. Let's see if I can hit Aunt May right here. What do you think? Boom, I missed. But that'll give you an idea. These are really fun, and it's cool how Lego has that to shoot with, right? So we'll just put her right back here on this hoverboard, and look at that. That looks so great, doesn't it? Cool detail all over this figure. All right, so we'll put that back right there. And here, this Spider-Man. Let's take a look at him, which this just opens up just by pulling this open right here, and he just goes right against those little pegs right there, and of course the little controls. But let's take a closer look at the Spider-Man. He's going to be very similar in almost all the sets, right? This really cool Spider-Man symbol right here on his chest. Look at the really cool one on the back. Doesn't that look awesome? And so this figure looks super awesome. He's different than the other ones that have come in other sets, and I'm really digging that mask too. Doesn't that look cool? Oops, I don't know why we're getting out of focus here. Sorry. There we go. That looks really awesome. Let's zoom back out. And then so we just put him right here. Boom. And so there's so much articulation on this mech suit that I can't even tell you. Look, so this comes down. We can put these right here. These little control things right here in his hands. Just push that right in there. This closes by just pushing down right here. It doesn't really need to like close. And so we have this really awesome shoulder articulation here. Look at this. Goes around on that ball joint. We have another ball joint right here on this elbow, and it comes up to about right here, but you can turn it. See? That's really cool, and you can move it around. So it's got some great articulation there. It does hit here, so just be mindful of that. And then look, this hand spins here, opens up, does like this really cool claw deal action right here. You can turn this, and that looks really awesome. Check that out. Okay, so this goes in and out, so we can move that like a really cool hand. Okay, and then look at this one. This one's very similar, except you can shoot. Just like on that Spider-Gwen hoverboard, you just hit this and you can shoot this out. Boom, doesn't really go too far, but you also have these really cool spider missiles. Look at this. Isn't that awesome? You can put this right here. Boom, and same thing, watch this. Boom. So, and those can be stored right here, so that's really cool. Look at that. Boom. Alright, look at the detail in this mech. Looks a lot cooler from the front, and this one really doesn't have a whole lot to show on the inside or on the back. Not like the Venom one, which you're going to flip when you see in a minute. But you got the cool Spider-Man symbol right here on the front, and you have ball joint right here on the hips, so it goes all the way in and out, so that makes for really great articulation. And so then we have a fully rotating ankle, so this moves the foot around like that, so you can get some pretty dynamic poses, believe it or not. Look at that. So it looks like it's running, and then so if you have a stand, wow, look how dynamic that ends up looking. That looks super great. Looks so awesome. So we're gonna set them up right here. Let's put this right back on right here, and let's move on to our Venom figure, because let me tell you, this is the star of this set right here. So we'll move Venom right on over here, and look at his minifig first. Let's take him out, and Venom looks awesome. Look at the great paint job on him. He's like laughing maniacally. I love the way the eyes are painted, and so we have that really cool black spider suit on there. So this looks awesome. I'm sure you're loving it too. Alright, and so it fits really nicely right up here. Check this out. Oops, accidentally knocked this off. Sorry about that. Okay, so we just have him stand right there, have him get the controls. So that looks really cool, right? So check this out. So this Venom is incredible. We have a tongue that spins right here, and it's 2 pieces, so you can pose the tongue. Look at that. Okay, these sick looking teeth. The head does not move, but it just looks ridiculously amazing there. So we have a ball joint on the shoulder, which goes all the way around, and then we have a ball joint on the elbow, but it doesn't really come like crazy, but it can do a little bit more than a 90-degree angle in and out, so we can get really good posing. And the wrist actually rotates. Look how great this is. The wrist and the fingers move independently. Look at that. So this is one of the most amazingly articulating figures like this. So love that. It's the same on both arms, and if you'll notice, we have some of the symbiote, like this like alien skin starting to come off right here, and it moves so you can kind of articulate it to how you want it to look. And it's here, here, and here, and that makes this look even more sick, doesn't it? So we got a pretty cool looking back and all around. And so we have this one is a 2-joint pivot right here and it clicks on the hips, but it just does such an amazing job and can really bring the leg to full articulation. And then of course we have the same thing on our our ankle, but we have an additional joint here, so it goes back and forth and then turns. But then we also have a pivoting ankle. Now this ankle is loose, but it's more meant to not be posed side to side, but to be able to stand better. Look at that. So just find whatever pose holds it best, but you can really have this one articulated well. You can have them jumping, you can have them arms back. Look at that. And you can just really come up with some really insane and sick poses for this Venom. Look at that. And then that was him licking in a very weird way. So let me just say, this is by far my favorite set out of all of them. That's why I couldn't wait to get started with this one. And you know, look at this detail on this face. Look at this sick teeth. Look at this awesome spider symbol right here. You can't even see the whole thing because it's kind of blocked by the head, but the whole thing's there. It would have been, the only thing that would have been a little bit more nice is to have it on the back too, but you know, I'm definitely not going to complain. This set is incredible and so worth it. You need to get this set. So last part I want to tell you is look how cool the feet look. Doesn't that look awesome? These claw feet. This is just so sick. This set was worth it just for this Venom. And so we can compare. Look how massive this Venom is compared to this Spider Mech. I wish they would have done one like this for Spider-Man instead of just like this loader suit. But anyway, I gotta say this Venom is completely worth it. Alright, so let's go ahead and move on. Alright friends, so here we have the Spider-Man's SpiderCrawler set. Look how great this looks. We have Spider-Man 2099, of course, Spider-Man, Vulture, and Sandman. They look sick. And look at this really awesome SpiderCrawler, this Spider Mech going right here, this crawling one. So this is a really cool take on Vulture. Awesome to have Spider-Man 2099. That looks incredible. And then of course this Sandman. So he looks super cool. And let's take a look at the back, right? So we have very similar packaging, obviously, with this really cool theme going on right here. We have these really cool figures right here. same packaging on the side. So let's take a look what we have here on the back. So right here it shows Spider-Man jumping out of this really cool mechanical spider. He's got this really cool web he's got shooting out, slightly different from the sets we've seen recently. And wow, look how great this Vulture looks. We have the Sandman somehow being handcuffed for a moment, and looks like jewels popping out of his base, and this huge like hammer he made. So of course it comes with these web accessories again. This once again shows the Sandman base that opens, the arachnid that shoots out in the back, and look at this, just looks so great. And it shows if you push it forward that the legs kind of walk like this. It's actually really cool. So this one has 418 pieces, and took a little bit longer than I thought it was going to take to build because there's so many intricate little parts right here. So let's go ahead and show you. Okay, so here we are with this amazingly sick set. So let's start with Spider-Man 2099. Let me just tell you, he looks so great. And so let's take out these web accessories for a moment, even though this looks super cool. And so let's look at his outfit right here, right? Doesn't his costume look awesome? Look at that. Great figures from the Spider-Verse, and showing back muscles and so on. But yeah, this figure looks so awesome. Isn't this figure great? And then of course we have these little web accessories. We're going to show him shooting out. I gotta just pop that right there, and then we have this other one. It's a different style, so we built this other one so you could see how they're slightly different styles. And put them off to the side right here. Now I want to show you just how great these other figures look. So let's take a look at Sandman right here, and look at this great detail I have here. I'm gonna just show you first this huge hammer, and then his body that's swirling up out of this really cool sand base. I'm gonna take this out so you can take a closer look right here. And doesn't that look awesome? Let's see. So we have two faces here. That one looks really cool. He just kind of like, and here's like, whirr. So you can kind of see where his shirt would be the green stripes, right? That looks really cool. And I really love the way this looks, like this sand just swirling up into him. Now the only part I would have liked a little different is if he would have had some legs so we can just walk him around like normal Sandman. But anyway, still looks really cool. So we can't open this until we take him off. We take him off, and check this out. We have some jewels in there. Some gemstones. But yeah, he's really cool. I just wish they had given him some legs, something interchangeable so he could still walk around and then turn into this big, huge, scary beast, right? That'd be sick. So this looks really cool. Put this back in his hand, and let's take a look at Vulture over here. So Vulture looks so awesome. Look at that. He's got this gun, like the ones we've been shooting out on the other figures, and got great articulation. So look at this awesome suit. Look at this amazing articulation on these wings. And so it's very similar to the one we had for Spider-Man Homecoming. You know, it is a little bit different, but it's very similar. It kind of built off of that. It's got this really cool green scheme going right here. And so it's cool how these can flap like this, and they don't really have any other movement other than really that. They can kind of just pivot around, but just so awesome looking. And look at that, swooping down, coming right at you. So that looks really great. So this figure looks awesome. Wasn't right on there, so look at that. Okay, so we'll put him back for a moment. And we have this little like jewel stand. Kryptonite looking, of course it's not, but there we go. And then of course we have these right here, these spider missiles and that web missile that we can show you. And actually, let me move everything aside because you're gonna wanna see this. So check this out. This spider crawler, if you move it along, look at this. Isn't that awesome? I'm gonna show you how that works in a second, and it took a pretty good while to build. So it's got a wheel on the bottom right here, and this wheel helps turn this right here. And when this moves around, all it does is it just goes around and like this. And when these legs sit on it, it pushes it up and down. And of course it's attached right here, so those go around and around. So all you got to do is like roll it, and boom, these start walking around like that. So isn't that amazing? This was really neat. Oops, let me push it from here. It's just so neat. I think this one is awesome, and I definitely recommend it. So take a closer look. It's got a lot of involved intricate parts, and these kind of just move around like that, see? But it's just so incredible, and it was a lot of fun to build. Look at that. It's got teeth and eyes looking right here on the front, so that way it looks really mean. Right here with the thorax, and we got right here where this shoots out, so we can press this just like in the other one. Watch this. Boom. Now this one's pretty heavy, so it doesn't really go very far, but we can also interchange it with these spider missiles. Put that right back here in the back, and then boom, watch. So that's really cool. So that's one of my favorite parts about this one. And of course, I don't really need to take the Spider-Man out. I will, so you can see him, because he's not different than the other one. So you'll notice these still look like spider shorts because his boots are red with no additional detail, which they still could have put on there. Could have put some of that like web detail in there, but you know, still looks awesome. So I'm really digging this Spider-Man right here. You can just put him right back, sitting on here. Look at this really cool like hot rodded engine right here, and we just have him sit right back on in there. And to let you know, we can put some more projectiles right here. Boom, boom. That looks really cool. Actually, you know what? Give me a second. Let me see something. And this is my fault because I missed these right here. But these right here that we can fire out are supposed to look like more spider eyes. So now look how it looks. Doesn't that look just amazing? Those spider teeth, those multiple spider eyes, and of course you shoot it out. So once again, check this out. Let me zoom out right here. Just got to push down from right here, and then that looks so amazing. The guys at Lego are just geniuses. So this is definitely an amazing set to have, and look how cool that is. How do you even come up with that? Alright, so this one is awesome. Let's go ahead and move on. Let's check out our next set. Alright, so next we have the Spider-Man Bike Rescue, and this one looks amazing, don't they all? This one has really cool Carnage come over here and just unleashing Carnage, destroying, I don't even know what this is. It looks like some sort of reactor he's about to set off. And then we have Spider-Man to the rescue on this amazing spider bike. Now I know what you're thinking, Spider-Man on a bike and all these vehicles, but you know what? They're so cool. It makes for great like action figure play and poses and fun to build, and these are just great ideas that they've come up with. So look, we have Kid Arachnid, Miles Morales right here, and check this out. This is what our minifigs look like. Carnage, Miles Morales, Spider-Man, and just so unbelievably cool. This one has 235 pieces. Again, beautiful, beautiful packaging. There's our figure right there, and here's Spider-Man, the comic right here, and look, so here's some suggested play. We have a really cool Carnage just going crazy right here. Setting all this off, we have Spider-Man jumping through this really cool window. Of course, it doesn't come with this window. And the bike coming through, and this is just a massive, massive bike that looks so awesome. Of course, we have these web accessories, and then we shoots this spider missile, of course, from the bike right here. And look, we have some moving parts right here and our reactor. Those go flying out. That looks really cool. And then here we have Carnage, who's got his hands handcuffed with web. So don't know if that'll hold him, but definitely looks cool. It makes for a great little playtime right there. So let's go ahead and take an even closer look. Let's get this bad boy built. All right, and here we go. Look how great this looks. Let's get it straightened out right here. And so, of course, here's a close-up of our Spider-Man. You know, it'd be cool if we had had, you know, different heads or some sort of different expression for the Spider-Man, since if we buy all these sets, it's pretty much the same Spider-Man over and over. But nonetheless, looks really cool. Let's get this Miles Morales right here. Again, we have him with these web accessories to look really cool, but let me take those off so we can just see him. And Miles looks awesome. Look at this awesome spider symbol right here. Got the really cool mask going, and check out the back, really cool symbol right there. That looks really great. Look at that, looks sick. Awesome mask. He looks awesome. Let's put these back on right over here. Let's set him aside right there. And what you've been waiting for is this ridiculous Carnage. Look at this. Look at this really cool detail on his body. Look at this really cool face. Look at that. Doesn't that look ridiculous? And so look at the back of his head. And he's got this really, really awesome, you know, accessory right here so that we can make, right here is like tendrils moving around. So these, of course, you can turn, and they go back and forth here, and then they turn side to side here, and then you can still turn these, and these are kind of like rubbery. Look at that. So they can come all the way out. This looks awesome. This can come and turn, come around like that. Look at that. So we can bring that over here. We can actually turn it. Look at that. Doesn't that look sick? So then we have these which look like razors almost. We can have all these come out and down and around. Look at that. Same thing here. Just turn them. And then of course we have the arms and these little accessories right here. So that looks really cool. The only thing we can't do is move the arms out. But look at this. So I'm just going to put these down for a second so we can take a closer look. Look at that. And if you want, of course, you can just remove the head. So you can remove that goes around his neck, so you can just see just the figure. There's gonna be Carnage. Look at that. This figure's incredible. Look at that. So cool. Alright, so we'll take his head off. We'll put this right on here. And yeah, amazing. That right there. We can add these little accessories back on here, and let me just say, these look so crazy. Loving it. Look at that. All right, let's put him aside right here, and let's take a look at, oops, he's a little heavier on one side than the other. There you go. Let's just get him to stand up. Oops. Oh, all right. Sorry guys, let me set him up real quick before we move on then, because then he's not going to be standing up. All right, set him off to the side real quick. All right, cool. So let's take a look at this bike. This bike is actually pretty awesome. So if you notice, we can shoot out from right here. Again, our spider missile, that is, we have this just for decoration right here that's supposed to be our imagination shooting out this really powerful web blast. So that you can just pull out right here. So you can have the bike, and this goes up and down, so you can just put something right there, but it's not really any sort of little storage, but it just looks really cool, right? And these big fat tires and wheels are just ridiculously awesome. So we'll put Spider-Man, and put him right here, and you're gonna need to turn his hands in right here, and then you put his feet right there, see? So you can have him going like this. Bring this down. Oops, there we go. And so that's it. You can bend his legs a little further down, but doesn't that look cool? Look at that. Take a quick little picture, because that looks amazing. So we can shoot that out right here. Look at this. Ooh, and it rolls. Awesome. You hear that? Yep, so awesome. So look at these cool headlamps, and let me just say, this was really fun to build. So really solid too. So I'm really digging that. Put that right there. And let's take a closer look at our little reactor right here. So it's already been dismantled by Carnage. Look at these cool panels right here. These computer ones, danger. It's supposed to look kind of like glass, right? So this, you just push this and boom, it pops those off. And let me show you. Let me move these out, which have web. So you can, so these look like this, rounded on one side, flat on the other. And they just look really cool, even though it's just little plastic parts inside. So let's put that down right here. If you'll see, this moves like this, see? So, get this bad boy and go, boom. And it could roll off just like that. But yeah, these look great. So, closer look, these move here, this moves up and down, and just looks so outstanding. Makes for a great playset. Look at this. And then we have these that are metallic. Just makes it look even more cool. So we'll set that up, move it over here, have Carnage, wreaking Carnage, right, and Havoc, and then Spider-Man to the rescue. All right. What do you say we move on to the next set? Ooh, out of focus. All right, friends. Well, this is from the same set, same series, right? But this is for our younger builders, slightly younger, obviously. So instead of 6 and up, or you know, about that age, 7 and up, this one is for 4 and up. We really do have more figures in this. We still have the same basic packaging. So if you notice, this one doesn't say juniors or anything like that on there. It's not a different color red package either, but it just has this 4 and up symbol. So I definitely would still recommend this because it's got a great play set right here. Of course, it's not as hard to build. It's 150, and depending on how old you are, this might be the perfect set for you. I think it's really cool, and we had to have it. So check out Dr. Octopus right here with the signature chili bowl haircut, and this really cool spider like plane here, and then this boat. And you know what I was thinking? You know, Legos don't float, but I think this boat just might. And I don't think it says it anywhere on here specifically, but we've had a lot of those recently. So all right, let's take a closer look. So this really cool plane right here, Dr. Octopus with this money bag, and then of course we have this construction worker right here, well, this dock worker, and then I guess Dr. Octopus is coming on this speedboat with its own little 2 octopus arms. We have this right here on fire, and web shooting out, and then these discs shooting out of the plane. So that looks really cool. With this really gorgeous packaging still, and closer look to see what's all in this package. So of course our figures there, money bag, we got a jewel, we have this cargo crate, and so it, the plane opens up right here, actually shoots these really cool discs out right there. Some suggested play, and yeah, it's actually pretty easy to build, so it's not a big challenge, but what a great starter set for our younger Lego builders. But as I said, what a great way to still have Dr. Octopus. And if you'll notice, this Spider-Man is different slightly because he does not have red boots. So that's a difference. So let's take a look. Let's show you exactly what this looks like. Okay, well, here's everything. So let's start off by taking a look at this Spider-Man plane, right? So super awesome, looks really cool, and has this closing little right here, this glass cover dome, right? That looks awesome. And as I mentioned before, this Spider-Man does not have red boots, but looks really cool, looks almost identical to our other ones. That's the biggest difference. So if you'll notice that, okay. And so this plane is pretty cool also. It's got this really cool control panel, obviously. Cool Lego right here. Got a cool emblem right there on the front. Pop this bad boy right in here. Close this down and but the coolest feature of this is that you can just push these little Lego discs right here. Push them in here, and all you gotta do is push it and watch. Shoots out. That's really neat. So we've seen that in other Lego playsets, but it's still really cool. Now all you gotta do is push it. Look. Boom. So that's really awesome. Definitely recommend trying that. It's super fun. And then if you want, where to go? You can actually, so you don't lose them, because there's not really a place to store them. You can perhaps just put them like right here until it's time to shoot them. See? One here, one right here. Now, depending on whether or not you like it there or not, let me get the other one. There we go. That way you don't lose them. Boom. Still looks really cool. So I'm digging that. Cool little neon piece right here. Set that aside. Look at Dr. Octopus. So he's got that ridiculous muffin looking cupcake head hair, and it's kind of this chili bowl looking, but it looks more like a cupcake from the back. So, or muffin. We got a money bag right here. We got a really cool like suit outfit looking right here with this gloves. And so I guess the only thing that I wish would have been different, even though his hair is kind of cheesy, is let me see if he's got two faces. He does have two faces. Look at that. That's really cool. Is I wish these octopus arms were longer. You know, they don't necessarily need to be like the Carnage one, but I mean, it would have been really cool if they're a little bit longer, wouldn't it? So I would have really been digging that. Either way, we can probably do that ourselves by adding some other Lego pieces later, but for now, you know, it's all right. And so let's take a look at our dock right here. So let's zoom out. We have our dock worker. Dock worker, definitely, it's always cool to get other figures so we can make a really fun, you know, little scene or have stop motion, whatever the case may be. Only got one face. Cool little outfit right here, right? Drawstring right here for, I guess, what would be a hoodie. Walkie-talkie. So that's really cool. I like this outfit. And so you have him sitting right up here. Boom, operating this crane. Cool little control panel right in there. Look at that. And this crane can just spin around. And it's chain right here. And it's got little doors right here. There's nothing really in it at this moment, but we can put some of the jewels that we had before. Here's one right here that we're gonna be checking out in just a second, so we can put that in there. But we're supposed to have this like diamond heist right here. So this is really cool. I love the pieces used on it. And then we have this like barrel that's like on fire. We can move this around here if we want. Look at that. That's really cool. Little ladder right here just to add for a little extra detail. And I really like it. Looks really cool. Oops. Looks like this came off when it hit over there. Put that right in the middle. Boom. Put this back over here. That way it doesn't hit it. Or very much. That looks really cool. Alright, awesome. And then let's take a look at this Dr. Octopus little speedboat right here. Look, he's got like sonar or something. Really cool symbol right here. You know, I didn't really notice that way too much, but it's really awesome. That really cool octopus symbol right here. Of course, we have steering wheel, kind of a good old-fashioned Lego steering wheel right here. We have this red diamond right here, this cool neon glow green Lego piece for a little detail, and then of course these moving arms right here. These are really cool. We can always have this grab Spider-Man or whatever the case may be. So those are really awesome. I actually wish they were just a little bit longer. And this boat, because it looks like it does not have any holes or cracks and it's just one big piece, looks like it might actually float in water. Now we're not going to try that today, but you know what, maybe we can try that later on our next video. So that looks really awesome. We can put Dr. Octopus right here. We can put him in there. We can have this being grabbed like right here. Look at that. Boom. And so that's really cool. Oop. Sorry, buddy. And there you have it. That looks so awesome. Let's move these guys a little closer together. And yeah, I would say definitely a set you want to have, especially to complete all our sets. And we're about to move on to our last one. Cool. Alright, so here we have SpiderMan Car Chase. This one looks like a lot of fun. I love the way this Green Goblin looks. He's got some great detail, great face, those ears, everything is cool about him. And then of course Spider-Man right here again. It looks like we have the ones without the red boots, just like the other one. This is also a 4+, so really cool. Would definitely love to add this to my collection with this amazing Green Goblin. Look at this cool pumpkin right here and spider web, and you know, beautiful packaging once again. And here we are. It's gonna be simple to build, perfect start right here. And this is a great set. This one's $9.99, so it's the cheapest one of all of them because they start at $9.99 and each one is $10 or more. $19.99, $29, $39, $49. Those are all 5 of the sets. So we got one $100 bill. Let's assume that's a stack of hundreds, so maybe $10,000 falling out of this sack of money right here. And then Spider-Man doing this cool acrobatics right here to grab the Green Goblin. Yeah, looks awesome. Let's get this bad boy open. Okay, so check this out. Doesn't this look amazing? Quick little look at our Spider-Man. Obviously we've seen, this is our 5th one of him. Of course, the second one that has the blue pants on the costume, on his outfit. Then the red ones look super cool. Let's take a look at, you know, our spider vehicle right here, this car chase. It's got these monster wheels right here. Rolls really good. This is just a spiderweb accessory, so it's gonna be fun. We can have them hang from it. We can have them catch the Green Goblin, whatever we want to do. Cool little flames coming out from the back. And this bad boy really rolls, let me tell you. Oops, not when it runs into something. Boom, ran over Spider-Man. Sorry about that. Got a good old-fashioned Lego steering wheel right here. Got a cool grill going on right here. And that's a really cool looking car. Spider-Man, get his arms up, get him sit down, pop him in right there. Looks really cool. So I'm digging that. We can have this just so he can be shooting out to catch our Green Goblin. And let's take a look at him and his glider right here. Doesn't this look awesome? So first of all, look at this really cool glider. We got our money sack right here, like we just saw with Dr. Octopus. Boom. Cool little glider wings go up and down. Got a great color scheme right here. Very reminiscent of some really good Green Goblins. Look at this great face. Let's see. He does have 2 different faces you can have. Look how great that looks. I prefer this one where it just looks like maniacally laughing. We have this money right here, right? $100 bills. And then we have this flaming pumpkin. Love that. It would have been cool if it had something on it, but you know, nonetheless. And here's a really cool, his outfit right here. Love the way it looks. Look at those boots. Look at his skin. These great ears. Now these ears are part of his hood. But his cap right here, and there's his little satchel, his little European carry-all. I'm just kidding. But that's where his, you know, supplies and pumpkins and so on are. So put him right here. What a great figure to be flying around and be like, Norman Osborn. And boom, he can just toss this and that'd be super cool. So, what do you think? Doesn't this look great? I think so. And he, right here, this Green Goblin is definitely worth this set. Because of course we already have this Spider-Man, but definitely worth it. So you do need to get this. Whether or not this set, you know, I just gotta say, you gotta get this set so you can complete the other ones. So, yeah. All right. Okay, friends, well, I hope you've had as much time, you know, I hope you've had as much fun as I have here today with you. I've just had an amazing time building these sets, collecting all these wonderful Spider-Man figures. You know, what a great way to get super excited about Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the movie that's coming out soon. So guys, if you have not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe below, hit the notification bell next to it so you can get notified every time we have a new video come out. Let us know which one of these you like the most, if you're gonna watch the new Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse movie, and yeah, can't wait to hear from you. So guys, thanks again for watching Vince and Gigi's Super Channel G.